Hey all, Ashley here from Ashley Bright Crafts, and today I have a video for Hip Kit Club. This is featuring their February kits, and I'm gonna do another little mini album and a tutorial for how I put it together. So let me show you for some of the dimensions of what you'll need. So you'll need some heavyweight chipboard, 3.75 by 4.5. You'll need 2 of these pieces, and then for the spine I'm going to use 1.6 by 4.5. 1.6, I mean, you can use 1.5 if you want, if that's easier. This is just a piece of scrap that I have from some of the other mini albums I've been making, so that's the only reason why it's 1.6. But so these are our heavyweight chipboard pieces. Now for the cover, I'm using this super beautiful black and white floral paper. This is exclusive Hip Kit Club paper, and this measures 11 inches by 5.5 inches high. So we'll line this up like so. I've already added my double-sided tape all around the back of all of these, and then I will line the inside with this other super pretty paper. I'm gonna go with kind of like a gray blue color scheme today. The size of this is 9.25 by 4 inches high. So that's some of our initial measurements, and then inside we're going to need to make some pockets. I'll show you how to do these in a second, but let's start with our base. This part I will do on fast forward. I know we've done a few of these recently. I've just been on a mini album kick recently. I don't know why, I've just been enjoying putting them together. So yeah, I'm adhering down my heavyweight cardstock down to the paper, leaving a little bit of gap between each of the pieces. And then making sure just everything is kind of aligned. I haven't really pushed down yet. And then push down, get all that stuck down really nicely. And then we will score along all of the edges so that when we fold up the paper, it will it'll fold up nicely. And then we'll take some double-sided tape along all of those edges there. Oh, wait, first we need to cut off a little bit of the edges, so cut at an angle, and nip off some of the edges on all the sides. And then take our double-sided tape and add a bunch of tape all around, and then stick everything down. Make sure everything is nice and firmly placed. And then I'll also go back and score a little bit on the parts where I know there's going to be a fold. So just taking some time and doing a little bit more scoring here. Not too much pressure when I score there, but just going over that spot multiple times so that it folds nicely, and fold up slowly to make sure everything folds well. And then I'm going to take my lining piece, again this like super pretty soft gray piece here. Added a bunch of double-sided sticky tape to the back of this paper, and we'll lay this down and again score at the spots where there is going to be a fold, and then slowly but surely fold up to get the shape of our book. Okay, so then now on to making some of these little pockets I was showing earlier. I am going to have these kind of like fan out, so like fan out pocket album. I'm not sure what to call this exactly. I'm running out of names for what to name some of these album types, but to show you how to make this pocket, you're going to need a paper that's 3 1/4 inch by 8 inches, and on the 8-inch side we're going to just score in half, fold in half, so score 4, and then on the 3 1/4 inch side we're going to score at 1/4 and at 3 1/2. So we're going to create like a 1/4 inch on both ends. And on these 2 score marks, on this vertical side, we're only going to score down to the 4-inch line. So this will make our little pocket. We're going to fold these in, and that will be what we adhere down to. So let me show you. We'll fold this in half. I'm going to line this up as close to exactly as I can. And then so fold this in half. And then we're going to cut a 1/4 inch here and a 1/4 inch here. So just do that real quick. All the way down to the 4-inch score mark. So halfway down, stop here, and then this side. Halfway, stop, and then we'll cut this in at an angle, like so. Okay, so then you should have a shape something like this. We'll fold these 2 score marks we made in. And then this is our little pocket. Like that. So I'm going to add some liquid glue to these little tabs. I'm going to use my Tombow Mono Glue. And then fold over, press down. Now we'll give you this little pocket like that. So I will let this dry for a second. And that's how I made all of these, and all of them I kind of like just try to help them along to give a little bit of a give, so there's a good size opening in all of them. And these are measured to be perfect fit for all of your Pocket Life cards. So I have a bunch of Pocket Life cards here, but if you don't have any Pocket Life cards, these are 3 inches by 4 inches. Yeah, 3 by 4. So if you want to make your own inserts, you can, but if you have Pocket Life cards, this is a good way to use them up. So that's what we will be inserting in here, but I'm going to first use my circle punch and punch out some tabs here. Okay, so just punching out my tabs. The circle punch, it kind of struggled on, especially the Pink Fresh Studio, this paper. The Pink Fresh Studio paper is really high quality, and so it's like very thick, and my circle punch is kind of old, so just using all my strength there to get that to punch out. But yeah, I, by the way, absolutely love that soft powder blue paper with the florals on it. That's from Pink Fresh Studios Some Days collection, and that is by far my favorite my favorite paper from that collection. So pretty. I've used it on a couple other projects as well. Okay, so these are all of our pockets, and now to create like how it's going to lay in the album. So I'm going to add some double-sided sticky tape to the bottom of each one, and then just along the center as well, and that's it. So nowhere else, you don't need to add any tape anywhere else, just that one piece along the bottom and then up through the center. So kind of like a T shape, and then we're gonna just stick them one on top of each other, and that way there's a little bit of give along the edges, and so it'll kind of pull out a little bit nicer, but it'll still be really stuck down. Like, yeah, it won't come apart. So again, just adding that like T shape there and sticking these down on top of each other. My camera's kind of in the way, so I have to do this a little bit to the side, but yeah, it gives you that nice fold. And I'm going to keep doing this. I guess you can kind of keep going for as many as you want. I think I do 6 total. No, I think I do 7 total. The other 2 papers, I believe both of them are Hip Kit Club exclusive. I'm pretty sure the dark blue one with the hearts, that one is Hip Kit Club exclusive, and the wood grain one, that one might actually be Echo Park. I'm not sure, but I like how all the 3 of these colors look together. So there we go. Those are all of our little pockets. I'm going to add my little cards in. And I think it's such a cute little interactive element to add to a mini album. I can't, like, I myself am just like, I can't continue to like play with it. It's really fun. So yeah, let's stick this down to the book now. So just simply adding some double-sided sticky tape to the back of this last pocket here, and I'm going to stick it down just right onto the mini album. I did add eyelets on my mini album, by the way, so that's what I'm going to use as a closure. So I'll use some twine closure, but now for the other side of the album, I'm going to use a piece of paper that's 7 inches by 2 inches. On the 7-inch side, I'm going to score at 3 1/8 inch, 3 3/8 inch, 6 1/2, and 6 3/4. I don't always do this double scoring, but I know this paper is pretty thick, so that's why I'm doing that there. And then on the 2-inch side, I'm going to score at 1/4 inch. And I'll just make sure all my score marks are really nicely creased. And then we'll turn this into a tiny little box. It's like a little box pocket thing for the other side, just so there's a little bit more room. But yeah, it's really thin, as you can see, but that'll do the trick. And then along this 1/4 inch side at the very bottom, I'm going to cut off this last square, last teeny tiny square, we don't need it, and then cut up along each of the other score marks that we made up until we hit that 1/4 inch line. So basically I just made a bunch of tabs at the bottom so that I have something to glue. And then now I'll glue everything down. Fold up all the bottom tabs and then add a little bit of liquid glue there as well. and press down. And that gives me my little box. I'm adding some double-sided tape to the back of this one, and we'll just stick it right down onto the album. From there, I will go on to doing some embellishing using a bunch of the stuff you can see here on camera. And so I'll do a quick flip through here in a second of the embellished album. Just add a little bit to the front and some little touches inside as well. But I hope you guys like seeing this process, and I hope you'll subscribe and check out some other videos. And yeah, let's do a quick flip through here. Okay, and here is the final flip through. So I added a little bow to the spine and used different ephemera from Hip Kit Club Exclusive and Simple Stories to embellish. The enamel dots are from Pinkfresh Studio, and added some twine for my closure. Inside, here's that accordion fold, all flips out, and then each pocket is filled with a different card. And then on this side, more cards that can be for journaling or photos, whichever one. So that's on the side. I added a little mini clothespin here, and then some enamel dots to finish it off. And that's this project. Thanks for watching. Bye.